Welcome to the Wisconsin Great River Road, a picturesque national scenic byway along the mighty Mississippi River. Hear what makes this road so great from locals who live, work, and play in the many communities of the Wisconsin Great River Road.
All along the Great River Road in Stockholm and Pepin and Maiden Rock, fall is absolutely the most spectacular time of year to come here. It's breathtakingly beautiful all year, but fall, because of the mix of hardwoods and these beautiful bluffs and the reflection on the water and the way the road weaves along the shore of Lake Pepin, there is not a more beautiful fall destination that you can.
Where is Stockholm?
We're on the Mississippi River.
Okay.
We're in an area that we call the west coast of Wisconsin. So you know where Red Wing, Minnesota is?
Yep.
So we are 17 miles downriver from Red Wing on the Wisconsin side.
What are some of the fun things to do there?
Well, here it's a lot about the scenery, and it's a lot about the shopping and the food. Stockholm is a town of 66 people, but there's about 15 little shops and galleries and boutiques and cafes and, of course, our pie shop and some bakery. I mean, it's kind of like a movie set.
Really?
So, and then the other little villages along the area are filled with all kinds of cool stuff and great restaurants and shops. And then there's the bluffs and the river and the lake, and it's incredible.
Did you say 66 people?
66 people, yeah.
I couldn't imagine just having six. Is it a block long? I mean, is it how big?
Basically, it's a block wide and a block long. There's two streets. It's 2 streets wide, and then there's one street that divides at the main the highway, and then the county road that goes out of town.
Wow.
The smallest county, the smallest village, and the smallest county in Wisconsin.
Really?
And it's become just one of the top day trip destinations in the region.
What makes it a day trip destination, you think?
The drive has a lot to do with it. I mean, it is just a mind-blowingly beautiful drive along the bluffs and the river. And what was it? I don't remember what year it was, 2012, 2013, something like that. Huffington Post did a big competition for the most beautiful drive in America. And our stretch beat out Highway 1 and the Kona Highway for the most beautiful drive in America.
Which part of the drive? The entire Wisconsin Great River Road?
It is all beautiful, but what's considered the most scenic section is actually between Bay City, which is just outside of Red Wing, to Pepin.
Okay.
So, and literally the most beautiful 6 miles are Maiden Rock to Stockholm.
Wow. So is that why you decided to move there?
Exactly. Yep. It started as a second home in the area, which is how a lot of people start, because it's the opposite direction of the traffic for second homes in the Twin Cities, and it is magnificently beautiful. There's all the food options, everything else.
So how did you start the Stockholm Pie Company and General Store?
Well, the Stockholm Pie Company started almost 11 years ago now. My sister, who lived in Chicago, moved here. She had come to visit my spouse and I and fell in love with it just like the rest of us around here. And lo and behold, it turned out that we had this little tiny space in the building that we had just bought where our art gallery was. And we thought, what the heck? So we put in the kitchen, and it was supposed to be a little weekend gig for her. And it didn't last as a weekend gig very long. It soon expanded and expanded. So it originally started in a space that was about 250 square feet, and it now encompasses about 3,000 square feet, seats about 60, multiple production kitchens, and we have a second location in Red Wing also. So it caught on is the gentlest way to put it. We were kind of discovered by the Road Food Guide, which then led us to Splendid Table and Gourmet Magazine, and it just keeps going on and on from there.
Well, what I think is great is that you can sit 60 people in a town of 66.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah, and our performing arts center will hold 120. So how many places have a performing arts center with twice the capacity of a town?
I'm guessing Stockholm, Wisconsin is the only place probably the only place in the world that has that.
Probably.
What do you like best about living in a river town?
You know, a lot of it has to do with the scenic element of it. The bluffs, the views. It is truly magical. There's really nothing else like it. The way we are situated, not just on the river, but where the river becomes Lake Pepin. So it gets very wide here. It's actually the widest natural spot on the Mississippi. And it has created this environment of bluffs and water that doesn't exist anywhere else. And then there's a whole series of little villages, Bay City, Maiden Rock, Stockholm, Pepin. Tourism kind of took root in Stockholm and is kind of spreading along the west coast of Wisconsin here.
Does Stockholm have a website?
It does, StockholmWisconsin.com.
Does Stockholm Pies have a website?
It does, StockholmPieAndGeneralStore.com.
Experience the Wisconsin Great River Road and its charm for yourself. You're always welcome here. Visit WIGRR.com for more information.